What's going on, guys? It's Malcolm. You're back on Malcolm Talks once again, and I got something I want to talk about. It's kind of controversial. Sorry. There was a homeless man walking in front of me. He didn't want to step in the puddle of water that was in front, so he had to walk around. Took a little minute to do that. But I want to talk to you guys about something that's a little controversial. All right, and let me just jump right into it. There's plenty of ways to get what you want, man. There's plenty of ways to get what you want. Some people prefer to be ruthless. And I want to talk about that because we live in a world where it's all kind of options, man. Like, you can do whatever you want. You can literally do whatever you want. Now, you will have to deal with the consequences of your actions, but you can do what you want. Let's just say you decide that you want to be the righteous type, where you want to do everything on the up and up, right? You don't want no problems. You want to do it the right way. You want to receive your blessings the right way. That is an ideology. That's just a way of thinking. That's not necessarily the reality. Now, I need you guys to really understand me and understand what I'm saying. Doing things above bar, in other words, being a righteous human being is something that has been taught to us as a good thing to be. I believe it is a good thing to be, because I think at the end of the day, you will have a happier life if you live your life as a righteous person. If you decide to go out and steal and do all of these bad things, you might come up, but the fall will be pretty devastating most times. Now, yes, do you have a couple people who can go out here and do all kind of crazy stuff and they still end up getting away with it and ride off into the sunset? I'm sure it's happened in the past. I'm sure that there's people who have done all kind of dirt. All kind of dirt. And they just never get caught for whatever reason. But you can't be that stupid, obviously. If everybody, see, they say this all the time. Everybody in prison, none of them did it. Right? None of them did it. And the ones that admit that they did it, they don't have remorse. They just like, damn, I'm mad I got caught. That's what they say. I'm not saying that's the case, but that's just what it is. I mean, there's a lot of people who just upset they got caught. They don't really sit there and contemplate if what they did was wrong, and maybe that's why it didn't work out for them, etc., etc. But some people prefer to be ruthless. And I'm gonna just go into this real quick, because there's a lot of ways to get what you want. Some people, they take the ruthless route. Some people, they want to be the bad guy. They embrace it. They say, you know what? I'm not going to be cunning. I'm not going to be persuasive. I'm going to be the bad guy, and I'm going to take what I want. Bottom line. Some people live their life like that. And it doesn't have to necessarily be a street thug. You know what I'm saying? You could be in the boardroom. You could be professional. Look at me. You could be just like me. But in the back of your mind, you're like, I'm going to take what I want. I'm gonna be ruthless. You know, there are people like that. And see, the thing is, there's so many people winning right now, and it goes all over the place in terms of how they go about winning. Because some people win being ruthless, and some people win being righteous. It's important for you to know what it is when you see it, because they both exist. They're ideologies. There is no right or wrong way. I personally think that it's wrong to be ruthless. But I know deep down in my heart that that's just my opinion. Whatever somebody else wants to do, I have no control over that. But it's good to know what a snake look like when you're looking at him in the grass, because he'll bite you. You know, ruthless. Like, some people are ruthless, man. Like, some people will stop at nothing to achieve their goals. Stop at nothing. Like, A lot of people get it misconstrued. They say, oh, yeah, you got to just keep fighting, man. Keep going, fight, fight, fight. You know, don't let anything stand in your way. Well, some things will stand in your way now. But there are other people who nothing will stand in their way. You gotta, they ready to die for it. Whatever it is. They'll hit you upside the head, hit your mama upside the head. They'll do whatever they need to do to achieve whatever the goal is that they have in mind. Now, obviously, that type of thinking, that type of living will most likely end you on a dead-end road. But some people do it. It's a lot of people do it, actually. You know, unfortunately. The system that we live in is set up in such a way that those types of individuals typically end up behind bars, right? So you can try. You can do whatever you want to. Remember, this is life, and this is your life. But when you get caught, and when you have to pay the consequences for your actions, don't cry. Don't cry about it. Don't tell nobody. That's you. That's on you. All right. You know, and here's another thing we got to understand. People who feel the way I'm telling you, where they prefer to be ruthless, whatever it is they want to do, they don't care about being admired. They don't care about being respected. They just want you to fear them. And fear is a very, very powerful motivator. This is a very powerful motivator. Now, you will get the target put on your back. Some people are like, hey, you don't have to respect me, partner. You're going to fear me. Ugh, that's tough. You know what I'm saying? We've all known people like that coming up. You might have been in elementary school. And it's the bully. Everybody fears them. Until that one guy come along and he ain't scared. Or, you know, we see it all the time, man. The bully. That they want to be feared. You know, you got people that work in the boardrooms in these organizations. They quick to fire your ass. They'll fire somebody to make an example. And they know exactly what they're doing. They fire 2-3 people close to you, and you sitting there like, oh shit. Damn, I'm next. Fear. And they use that to be able to control you, right? And to move you where they want you to go. They don't care about you admiring them and respecting them. Now, some people respect fear. But I don't look at fear and respect as the same. Respect is one of those things where it's just different. It's hard to get respect. Because that's earned. You know, it's not just given. You don't just give somebody respect. But I digress. Some people choose to be ruthless. They choose to go out here and say, you know what? I'm tired, man. I'm tired of caring like that. I'm going to go out here and basically just shake things up a little bit. And whatever happens, it just happens. I mean, hey, if that's what you choose to do, do know that there are consequences and potentially handcuffs coming behind all that. All of it. But that's all I got for today, man. I could go on and on about this topic. You know, let me know what y'all want me to talk about, man. You know what I'm saying? Because see people that are ruthless, they don't take prisoners. You see, they have a killer instinct, and that instinct that they have is consistent with how like fierce they are. They're always fierce. They're consistent with that. And not all the time. You don't have to necessarily be a tiger. I mean, a tyrant, right? It's just a lot of times the people who can be ruthless, who have that ruthless drive, and I guess all of us have a bit of it in us. Maybe some of us are 10% ruthless. Some of us might only be, 2% ruthless. Some people 80%, 90% ruthless. But when you're that tiger that's relentless, that's gonna just keep coming, no matter what happens, that's ruthless. And I bet as you listening to this right now, it's like, damn, Malcolm sound like he's not talking bad about being ruthless. I'm conflicted about that, because I think everybody needs about 5% ruthless in them, and just bring it out whenever they need to. Sometimes you got to make decisions without feelings. Sometimes you have to do things that are in the best interest of your family. Right? Ask for forgiveness later. Sometimes. Not all the time, but when it's time to eat, it's time to eat. But you got to be smart. Don't do something that's going to land you in prison. Don't be stupid. Be smart. Be relentless. Stop at nothing to achieve your goals, but don't be dumb. Don't do anything that's going to mess up your future. This is Malcolm. You're on Malcolm Talks. Hey, man, subscribe to my channel. Let me know what you want me to talk about. We're going to get it in. We're going to get to it. I'm about to roll up in this JOB. Y'all have a good one. I'm out.